One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on last year's national champions, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Blue Devils will kick it away to start us off. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Miami's offense will get first crack at it here. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Turns it on at midfield. It's a seam wide open. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start. And that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Duke's offense will get the ball for the first time. They are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Got it in the middle. It's Carter. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. All down, but was enough to move the chains.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the third play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
You know, it's really tough. It's tough to be a DB because you can't get there too early. You can't get there too late. He gets there perfect timing and gets the deflection.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Dumps it off in the flats. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Canes are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Canes.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Stanford overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Palo Alto, this Cardinal team has to be thrilled with this result. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Mahan. Grabbed over the middle, it's West. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Blue Devils racing to the line in a hurry up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 45, on his way. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now on second down. The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Blue Devils come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on third down. Snagged on the outside, it's Odom. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds the tight end. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. And the Blue Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the air, it's Mahan. Quickly to the tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Spin move. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
That's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He put the college football world on notice.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Last completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, running back gets to give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Canes have this offense rolling. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gilbert.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ashley. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
And the Hurricanes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Quarterback extends the play. Going to try to get it in. There he goes. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Gets it out quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely over.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to defend the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down, and 2nd in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this 3rd down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Little touch pass to the receiver. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
28-7.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. And the Blue Devils will hustle through the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Mahan. Dumps it to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Carter. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out from the 35.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knocked him down at the 41. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Carter. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. The sure hands, it's Carter. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pulls it in. It's Ashley. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Direct snap. It's Moore. Oh, they're after him. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Makes the grab. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And the Blue Devils want to move quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again going.
He lost one down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Kick. From the red zone, it's Carter. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third. Sneaks it in.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Washington State ran roughshod over the competition en route to a double-digit victory, and they looked clean doing it. I don't just mean in those unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off-play action on first down. Looking left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. Finds a little space. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Offense changing the play. Now the play fake. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 20. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cade. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, and they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Carter. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game
Breaks into the open. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mahad. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball popping.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it set up on the outside. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Bring in the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that Saturday.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. And the Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Looking to throw, it's Mahad. Using the quick game. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Blue Devils headed quickly to the line. motion from the wideout. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He'll keep it himself. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Throwing right. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got out of trouble and throws. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
35-20.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Duke! And they take it in for 6 more points. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Delay game of offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. From the gun. Throws to the back. Finds his target down the middle. And they're able to make the tackle.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to...
Turning it on! Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Unleashes one. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Oh, what a caught! The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Moving toward the end zone, and fumble! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Mahan. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got a man. It's Carter. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Blue Devils want to crank the tempo.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 1st down from the 43. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Smashes ahead. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Yeah, It's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to...
Touchdown, Hurricane! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
27.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks. And
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job. Get the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense have had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
The Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the right. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because
Touchdown, Miami! And the pummeling has started.
nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. North Texas handled its business away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible.
To the air, it's Mahan. Fires to the big fella.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Across the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Blue Devils in the hurry up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Running out off the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.
And a nice job through 2 weeks of the season, 2-0. This is exactly where this team wanted to be now after taking a knee, running the clock out. A lot of big moments ahead for this squad.
Punt is on its way. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.